Just pulling into my appointment. There's a deer standing right there. Huh. Yeah. Hey, it's Lori. So I'm sitting at, if you can see in the background, I'm sitting at the hospital right now. And John had his surgery today. It's currently, what time is it? It's 8:12 p.m. right now. And I'm about to head home for the night. We got here at about 20 after 8 this morning. So I'm really ready to go home, but I'm sure he is too. He has to spend the night at the hospital, and they want to just monitor him overnight, make sure everything stays good. The surgery went well. It was long though. Oh my gosh. It was so long. He said some funny things too, which I'll talk about. I gotta get a drink real quick because I had to get a water out of my cleaning basket back there because I have drank. The only water I've had today is the water I took my meds with this morning, and that's it. So I am super, super thirsty. So hold on just 1 second, please. I should have just chugged some water before I even hit record, but I just wanted to make the video because I was going to make it earlier, but I just never did. And I just never came out here and did it. I was outside, but I just never like got in my car and to sit down and make the video. But anyway, I am wore out. And I'm wore out because I haven't done anything today. Oh my gosh. I mean, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit and wait and wait and wait and wait. So I kept getting up and walking around. They give you this, while he's in the surgery, they give you this beeper thing, I guess. So that when he's all finished, the surgeon will come out and talk to me about it. And then, well, usually I would go back there, and after he gets out of the recovery part, I would go back there because I was his ride, so I'd go back there to pick him up and sign the paper that I'm his ride or whatever. But I didn't do that because they just had me go straight up to the room instead, since he was being admitted. So he said some funny things, so yeah. And so one of the things he said that was funny, this was earlier, like before his surgery, they give you that kind of like sedative thing. Well, he goes, "What is that noise? It sounds like a predator." I'm like, "What? A predator?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's like a rattling, like a predator." I don't hear it. I just didn't hear it. I finally did end up hearing what he was talking about. It was just one of the doors, one of the automatic doors, and when it goes back closed, it makes a rattling sound. He was talking about the movie Predator. Apparently that's the noise. I've never seen it. I don't know. He says, "That's the noise Predator makes." I'm like, okay. Okay. And then they put those slipper socks on you at the hospital, you know, with the gripper things on them. And his are yellow. They're bright yellow. So all of a sudden he just lifts up his foot and he looks at it and he goes, "I guess if you got big feet, they give you big bird socks." That just cracked me up. I said, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. This little things just cracked me up. But anyway, so it took 2 hours and 45 minutes for that surgery, which was longer than they said. It said it would take 1 to 2 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. The surgeon came out to talk to me afterwards, and he said that it was a mess. He said it was a mess inside that wrist. But let me put this lid back on this water. I'll show you. So like his wrist, there's 2 bones right here that he fused together, because he said they were just, there was no cartilage at all right there, and they were moved way over here, and they were just a mess. And that was the only thing he could do with that, was fuse them together. So that's fused. This part of his wrist won't bend. The rest of it, he said, was fine, and once everything heals, it will bend, but he'll just have to figure that out. I guess he's gonna probably have to do like some physical therapy and stuff. So I don't know, but part of his wrist will be able to bend, but I don't know how that works if part of it doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be a long healing process. Right now it's in a splint, and it's wrapped up, like it's wrapped up huge, because it's on there tight, because he can't move it. They can't have him moving it, and it has to stay like that for 12 days, and then they're going to put a cast on it for however many weeks, but it's going to be a while. So anyway, he said they're not going to put the cast on until they're sure that the bones are actually what do you call it, fusing together properly. Then they'll go ahead and put the cast on. If they're not, I'm not sure what they do. I have to get another drink. Yeah. So, yeah, the only thing I've had to drink today, besides this little bit of water that I just drank, is my coffee that I brought with me, which I still have here. It's about to there. So, and it was full. It was full when we started out today. That and the water I took my meds with. That's it. And a Big B coffee. Because they have a Big B coffee shop right in the hospital, right inside these doors that you go in. They're over. Yeah. Right inside the doors that you go in. There's a Big B coffee station right there. It's like, oh my gosh. I had one. I shouldn't have, but I did. It wasn't sugar-free either. So, oh, maybe that's why I have a little bit of irritation in my stomach. That could be. It's not bad, but it's there. So anyway, okay, so moving on about the surgery. So then they said, after the surgeon talked to me, he said, give him about 30, 40, 45 minutes, something like that. Oh, the parking lot lights are turned on. And he said they'll come back and get you and tell you what room he's going to, and you can go up there. So it was probably an hour, and the buzzer went off. So I went up to the window, and she said, okay, so he's having a little bit of problems waking up. He's really confused, and they can't really make out what he's trying to tell him. They thought maybe it would help for him to see you, and maybe you can help him work things out. So go on up to the room. They're going to be heading up there with him in just a couple minutes. So she gave me the room number and everything, and I went to the room, and he wasn't in there yet. So a couple minutes later, here he comes up the hallway, and I could hear him saying something, and he was complaining about, they had an oxygen thing on him, and he was complaining about that. And then when they got close enough to me so I could hear the nurse, she said, the one that was pushing him down the hall, there was 2 others with him too, and she says, did he break an arm? Did he break his arm? Or I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me. I said, no, he's never broken his arm. I said, he just had the wrist fusion. And she said, I don't have anything to do with the surgery part. She's like, my shift just started a little bit ago, and I'm just the transporter here. So I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, it's okay. And then I realized he was saying, when did I break my arm? When did I break my arm? And he's like, and what is going on with my shoulder? And he started lifting up the other arms. And what's going on with my shoulder? I'm like, you had your wrist surgery today, honey. And he's like, he's looking at me like, what? What are you talking about? And he almost looked at me like he didn't know me, kind of. It wasn't like he didn't know me. It was like he was like, what are you doing here? Kind of look, I guess. And then we get into the room, and I'm like, I think he thinks he's in here for his shoulder. I said he broke his shoulder, but that was years ago. I was in college. So she says, do you know what hospital you're in? And he said, yeah, Finley. Well, that's not the hospital we're in. And I said, it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, what are you here for? And he's like, my shoulder. But I want to know when I broke my arm. I said, what year is it? And he said, 1992. He thought it was 1992. That's the year he broke his shoulder. You guys, it's so weird. And the nurses even said, that's very strange. She said, sometimes people are a little out of it when they come, but they've never actually gone back in time that far and really thought that's where they were at the time. And I said, who am I? And he called me by my maiden name. And I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, that's my maiden name. We've been married for 30 years. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Technically we haven't been married for 30 years. It's 28, but we've been together for a little over 30. So anyways, doesn't matter. He called me by my maiden name. What the heck? And then, then he looks up at the one nurse, because they didn't trust him to stand up to get from the gurney thing over to the bed. So they used the board and they did the transferring him over. And the one nurse was pretty much right in his face when they got him over there. And he looked over at her and he goes, "Who the hell are you?" And she kind of chuckled a little bit, and she said her name. I don't remember what her name, Caitlin, I think, something like that. But anyway, she said her name, and she was real cheerful about it. And she said, "Well, I'll take care of you today, okay?" And, and he was just looking at her like she was crazy. And yeah, he had no idea that what he was there for. He really thought he was back in 1992 for a while. But he snapped out of that, and all of a sudden, he started saying something. I don't remember what he even said, but it was something that made me think, okay, he's not in 1992 anymore. And I'm like, "Do you know what you're here for?" "Oh, yeah, my wrist." And I'm like, "Do you know who I am?" And he's like, "Of course." I said, "Who?" He's like, "You're my wife." I'm like, "Well, I wasn't just a little bit ago." Oh my goodness. But yeah, so anyway, that was a few hours ago, and now that he's had time to wake up, and he's starting to feel a little bit of pain, so the meds and stuff are starting to wear off, and he's alert now. He knows what's going on, and he ate some food, and that helped too. So yeah, and I brought him some coffee. He was dying for some coffee, so I brought him some coffee. I got him a big, just a regular plain coffee. That's what he wanted, so that's what I got him. But anyway, and also I did have my biopsy, let's see, day before yesterday. And I never recorded that day. I was going to record after it, but to be honest, I didn't feel up to it. You guys, I did not feel up to it. That was a lot more unpleasant than I expected it to be. It really was. And I did not expect it to be that unpleasant. They must have taken like 5 or 6 different bits off in there and stuff. I thought they were just going to go up there and take a piece and be done. No, I don't think so. Because that thing just went boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh my gosh, that hurt a lot. That really did. I'm not going to lie. That was a lot more unpleasant than I expected it to be. And yeah, so, but I don't have any results from it. And, there's really not a lot to tell. I'm sure there's more details I would have said if I would have talked to you like right after it. But I did have the biopsy done. She said she would get a hold of me in about a week or 2. She said sometimes it takes longer, so it might be 2 weeks. But she will personally call me she's a nurse practitioner, the one that did it, at the gynecologist office. And at that time, I'll be referred to the actual gynecologist, and the gynecologist will go over my options. And she didn't say you're going to need a hysterectomy, but she did lean towards the fact that I'm probably going to need a hysterectomy. And that's probably what they're going to recommend. Just because I have multiple fibroids, and regardless of whether or not it's benign or cancerous, regardless of those results, they're probably going to want to just take it out due to the fact that I am postmenopause. I'm not going to be having any more kids anyway. I had a tube ligation, 25 years ago. So, haven't been planning on having any more children for a long time. And at this point, I couldn't if I wanted to, given that factor and the fact that there's so many fibroids in there. And apparently the uterus lining is thickened, but they couldn't tell exactly how much because there was enough fibroids in there that it distorted the imaging enough that they couldn't get an accurate thickness, but they do know it is thickened. So, that's not great either. And so, yeah. Anyway, we'll find out more about that in a week or 2, and I will keep you up on that. And I'll keep you updated on John's wrist as well. I did leave and get him some flowers because before, I don't know, it was a few days ago, he's like, "You gonna buy me flowers when I'm in the hospital?" He was just kidding. He was totally kidding. He doesn't care if I buy him flowers or not, but I did. I went and bought him. It's a patriotic, it's like red, white, and blue flowers, and they're real flowers, but yeah, so I got that, and then I'm like, shoot, I should have brought a vase or something to put them in, because now I got to buy one. So I bought a vase too. And yeah, and while I was at Walmart, I ran to Walmart too. That's just like right, it's a couple miles from here. So I ran there and grabbed the flowers. And while I was in there, I got myself something to eat because I'm like, I am so freaking hungry right now. And I dose tomorrow. I dose again on the GLP-1, the Tirzepatide. I dose tomorrow. So I'm, the effects are kind of getting slimmer right now. But I was really feeling weird. I was feeling off again. And I'm like, I need to eat something. I definitely need to eat something. So I just got, I saw their section that it's like over by the self-checkouts and like near the doors, where they have like a bunch of different salads and stuff and sandwiches and subs and all this that you can just buy like one, like a single serving type thing. So I got a salad. I already ate it. I already ate it all. So where's the, darn it. I've got the, oh, it's right here. I put it on the back of the receipt. This is the label. I peeled it off from the salad and it says it has, oh my goodness. Oh, it says 8 grams of protein, but I'm trying to see it without my glasses. Oh, I don't have that part that says, it says 8 grams of protein, but there was 3 point something, 3.3 servings per container or something. I ate the whole thing. I didn't eat all the lettuce, but I ate all the chicken and the egg that came with it. I didn't eat the bacon bits. I don't like those kind of bacon bits, but I ate the whole salad basically. So yeah, 8 grams per serving, but there's 3 in there. So, and then this, I got a mega smoked ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. It was on wheat bread. Yeah, I think it just says sandwich on wheat bread, 23 grams of protein. I'll put that up there. I have no idea if that's focusing or not, but that's what I had. And I ate that thing on the way back to the hospital, and then I took the salad inside with me and ate it. So I saved the containers because I want to put it in my tracker. And earlier I had, what I brought with me was one of the little single serve cottage cheese things, and oh, this little container. It's like a snacky looking thing. I'll try to put a picture of it in right here. It's a little thing that's got cashews, cranberries, and some cheese in it. I had that earlier today too. Actually, I did bring a, hold on. Oh good, my ice packs are still good and cold. This is nice and cold. I picked up 3 different ones of these, I think, at Walmart the other day. I went in for, I don't know, prescriptions, and then I had to go to the grocery section for something. I think, you know what? I think I got some more cottage cheese, the single serve cottage cheeses for work. But I grabbed some of these. The Oikos Fusions. It says 23 grams of protein in this little guy right here. Yeah. This, I'm going to tell you what. It does have a yogurt taste, so if you don't like yogurt, you might not be a fan. This is the absolute best pre-bottled protein drink that I've ever had. This is really, really good. It's really good. 23 grams of protein. These things are fantastic for me for throughout the day. I'll have a cottage cheese, and then later on, like after my afternoon job, like between jobs, I'll have a cottage cheese, and then after my afternoon job, I'll have one of these, and then later I'll have dinner and maybe even a little snack of some kind. And plus I'm eating breakfast in the mornings. I'm eating a little something, some kind of protein shot in the mornings for breakfast. So that's really doing good for me. I think I'm getting a good routine down for it. I hate eating the breakfast though. Sometimes I have to choke it down because I'm really, really not wanting food in the mornings. Always been that way. Okay, so how long have I been talking? Almost 20 minutes. So let me go ahead and stop here, and then when I come, I'm going to be back here in the morning, and I'll at least show you those flowers. And if there's any more to update on, I'll get back on and do that too. But for tonight, I am going to head home. It's going to start getting dark here now. So I am going to head home and just chill for the night. So yeah. And I'm going to put all my stuff in my tracker and see if I need any more protein or calories or anything like that, because I'm trying to keep track of my calories really well too, because I wasn't really thinking about calories, because I'm not worried about calories. I'm not worried about how many I eat, but I do need to worry about whether I'm getting enough. And that is actually something that I researched and I knew, but it wasn't clicking until, because I'm thinking I'm gonna get plenty of calories, I'm eating all this protein. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. You want to make sure you're getting your calories in too. So, okay. I don't think I have to worry about calories for today because I drank that Big B thing. So, yeah. Not very good calories, but I got them. I got them in. Oh, crap. I couldn't find my key. Okay. So, I am going to head home, like I said, and I will be back with a little something tomorrow, even if it's just to show you flowers. But either way, I'll see you then. Here's the flowers. I think they're so pretty. What kind of weird video are you watching over there?
Exercise video.
Alright. I was just asking. He's watching a video. But what else does he have to do right now, right? So anyway, I just wanted to show you the flowers. So he would obviously rather not be in the video. But here's what they've got wrapped on his arm. I'll keep it pointed down. I'm not getting you in it. Right here. Look at those swollen fingers. They are swollen. You can kind of tell because your skin's shiny.
Yeah.
But that's just a splint all wrapped up right now. Put it back over, like, put it that way. There we go. Yeah, just a splint right now. Oh, and there's the Big Bird socks.